Alrighty guys, welcome back to the reaction show. I got an iPad Pro video here for you guys of the M5 chip. The M5 chip. Let's see what this is all about. I'm thinking about upgrading my iPad. Seriously, I am. I just got the base iPad, but I think I want to get an M-chip iPad now because I've got an external display and it just mirrors the display on the external display. It doesn't do the whole thing. I forgot what it's called now, but it doesn't do it, so it's kind of shit. But if I get an Air or a Pro, I could do that. Yeah, I forgot what it's called now, but anyway, let's get into it. This is M5 chip, iPad Pro, extended display. Yeah, you can extend the display. You can do this. Yeah, you can do this thing. It's called the extended display. So yeah, that's why I want to upgrade. I want to do that. Anyway, and with iOS 26, it's gonna be freaking mint. So I gotta do it. Yeah. All right. M5 iPad Pro. Let's go.
There are a ton of new Apple products arriving next month, including the iPhone 17 lineup, the Apple Watch Series 11, the Ultra 3, and possibly even the new AirPods Pros, all of which we've already covered in this video. I don't need it though, but right here. So here's everything to expect from Apple in the upcoming months following the September event. Starting off with the M5 chip and the M5 iPad Pro. And what better way to make your iPad...
Man, I get so excited. Every year when these products come out, I just get so excited. I'm like a little kid, I swear. I get so excited. I love this stuff. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like I'm a kid. I get so excited about all this. Every time it's like September or August or something, and these products come out, I get so excited. It's funny as. Let's go anyway.
Even better for drawing and note-taking just in time for the next semester than with Paperlike. Not only does Paperlike protect your display,
I love Apple. I don't know, just love
makes your drawing experience so much better for your art classes. While the pencil grip can help keep your notes tidy too for your next exam.
They're always talking about this
by using the links.
Paperlike.
So after the significant success of the M4 chip, which was a massive performance improvement over the M3, we probably won't be seeing any major performance upgrades this year, but the M5 is still set to come with a few notable improvements. More specifically, the M5 is rumored to be manufactured using TSMC's third generation 3nm process, known as N3P, which will result in the usual year-over-year performance and power efficiency upgrades over the M4 series of chips. And even though we don't know the exact specifications of the M5 chip,
I love tech.
I'd expect it to keep the same core counts as the base M4 at 10 CPU cores and 10 GPU.
I love just upgrading, getting new chips, getting new software, and all this stuff. I just love it. I don't know. It's just cool to me.
Cores, with the biggest upgrades being when it comes to its neural engine. As for actual performance numbers, I would expect a 10 to 15% performance improvement over the M4, so similar to the move that we had from the M1 to the M2. But more importantly, let's take a look at what chips may be getting the new M5 chips. First up, we have the new iPad Pro. And fun fact, did you guys know that the M4 chip was actually first released in the 2024 iPad Pro? Yes, Apple released the newest M chip on an iPad and then kept it exclusive for over 6 months when the Macs were finally upgraded to the M4 in November of 2024. The M4 iPad Pro was a major leap over its predecessor, skipping the M3 entirely and introducing the stunning new tandem OLED display in a thinner and lighter form factor with a newly redesigned keyboard and Apple Pencil Pro 2. This was the first ever redesign since 2018, hence why this year's update is more than likely to be mostly a spec bump. However, Apple has allegedly started working on a newer tandem OLED display for the iPad Pro with much slimmer bezels, comparable to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra, but without its notch. They are supposed to enter mass production in the second half of 2025, so I don't think these would be ready in time for the M5 iPad Pro's launch. So we may only see this with a 2026 model. But aside from the M5 chip, we may still see one more hardware upgrade. According to Mark Gurman in his latest Power On newsletter, we may actually see dual cameras, front cameras that is, on the M5 version of the iPad Pro.
Cameras.
Essentially, we'll have both portrait and landscape front cameras. allowing
Why
us to
always gotta
take
do
photos
this?
and also join video calls, no matter how the iPad Pro is held. Which does solve an issue that the M4 version
Wow, two
had for
cameras in the
people who
front.
did prefer to use it in portrait mode, as that one did relocate the front camera from vertical to an horizontal orientation. Also, just take a look at how stunning
Oh, we're
these
gonna have a
wallpapers
landscape
look
and portrait.
on the
Oh yeah, you
tandem
already knew
OLED
that.
display of the 2024 M4 iPad Pro.
I
We've
don't know
got
if I
over
like that
2,000
though,
amazing ones
but
made by our designers
not a big deal.
in our app Wallpapers, which is available for free on iOS and
Ah.
Android. Link down below. The next thing to expect is
I'm
a
liking
new
liquid
Mac Mini.
glass.
This of course won't see any
I'm
design
liking it. I'm getting
changes
used
in
to
my
it.
opinion, since we had a complete redesign last year.
Looks better
with
on
the
an
M4
iPad.
model, which by the way is still an
Oh,
incredible
cool.
value.
We're getting
At
another
just
Mac Mini.
$500 refurbished, I would say that this is the
Cool.
best value in the industry. And since the pre-M4 design has largely remained unchanged for 14 years, as it was introduced back in 2010, we are definitely not expecting another
Is it?
design update for a long time. Interesting enough, a new report suggests that only
Fuck.
an M5 Pro Mac Mini
So how long the
may be
Mac
coming
has
this
been
year.
out?
The current M4 Pro Mac Mini carries
Not the Mac.
identifier
The Mac Mini. The Mac Mini hasn't been out for 14
J773.
years.
So the
Has it?
J873 that is currently being tested is likely a new M5 Pro version. And even though there's no sign yet of a base M5 Mac Mini, I personally would not believe that Apple would only release a high-end Pro model without a standard version alongside it. Although, I do see them possibly delay the base M5 version so that they could continue selling the M4 for a little longer while their stock lasts. Since even next year, the $500 refurbished M4 Mac Mini would still be a killer deal. Next up, let's talk about the iMac.
Man,
Once
the
again, we
the
have an
M4
unreleased
chip is
Mac
so
with
good.
the identifier J833 that has also appeared in testing, which could point to an M5 iMac. For reference, the 2023 24-inch iMac was labeled J433 internally, whilst the M4 version was labeled J623. So this J833 version may be the M5 iMac. I'm thinking this may again just be a simple spec upgrade with no design changes or any other major updates. But what about the M5 MacBook Pro? Well, the initial reports hinted at a late 2025 release date, but this has now been pushed back, according to Mark Gurman, to early 2026 instead, together with all the previously mentioned M5 Macs. Of course, do take this with a grain of salt, as Apple may still be on track for a late 2025 release. But
Yeah.
back to the MacBook Pro, this would also not be a massive upgrade. It would simply just have the new M5 chips, including the M5 Pro and the M5 Max, but that's about it. The big upgrade we've all been waiting for will not come until either 2026 or 2027 with the M6 MacBook Pro,
Wow,
which is rumored
interesting.
to have a new design and the long-awaited OLED display. That's the one that I'm looking forward to the most. And finally, wrapping up the list of products that may receive the new M5 chip, we have Apple's
And,
most
yeah, OLED
expensive
screen.
yet most outdated.
I can't believe that MacBooks don't have an OLED screen, but iPads have an OLED screen. How does that make? That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. MacBooks don't have OLED, but iPads do, and even iPhones do. What the heck? It doesn't make sense.
Device yet, the Vision Pro. Despite its $3,500 price tag, it still runs on the 3-year-old M2 chip. And while we don't expect any major changes to the hardware, the jump to the M5 would indeed
wonder
be
who's
a
got the Vision
much-needed
Pro. Who
upgrade,
has the Vision
thinking
Pro?
ahead by 3 chip generations. Ming Chi Kuo predicts that the Vision Pro with the M5 chip will enter mass production in Q3 of 2025. He also mentioned that the rest of Vision Pro specific
I did not know the M chip was in the Vision Pro. Is the M4 chip in the Vision Pro? Is it? I don't know.
specifications are expected to remain the same. No pricing details have been shared yet, but I am hoping that Apple will finally lower the cost of the Vision Pro to make it more accessible to a couple more people. Do let them know by hitting that like button down there. And then we've got the Studio Display, which is
They
finally
need
going
to.
to receive an upgrade
Yeah.
after more than 3
Yeah.
years since its launch. The current Studio Display features a 27-inch LCD screen with a 5K resolution, up to 600 nits of brightness, and a very disappointing 60 Hz refresh rate. According to Ross Young, the new Studio Display would feature the same 27-inch size, but with mini LED technology this time. This upgrade would result in increased brightness and much higher contrast ratio compared to the current model, which still uses
Another damn
traditional
ad.
LED backlighting. Ross Young did not share any further details, so it is unclear if that refresh rate will get an upgrade or not. In November of 2024,
Anonymous.
an anonymous listener of the Relay FM Tech podcast claimed that Apple was actually working on a 90 Hz Studio Display. This high refresh rate would make videos and scrolling text appear smoother, although it would still fall short of the 120 Hz refresh rate supported by the iPhone's Macs, and iPads with promotion. It's also unclear whether the source has any reliable track record with Apple rumors, so yeah, I would take this with a massive pinch of salt. As for the release date, this new studio display with mini LED backlighting has been rumored by a few other sources, including Ming Chi Kuo and Mark Gurman, with a launch in 2026, according to Gurman. So what about the notorious Home Hub that has been rumored for a few years now? Well, Apple is still said to be developing a smart home hub internally known as the J490. According to Mark Gurman, it was originally targeted for release in March of
I forgot about this thing.
but the launch was delayed indefinitely because, of course, it depends on the new Siri voice assistant features that have also been postponed. So right now, it is only expected to arrive sometime in the first half of next year. And as a recap, the Home Hub is rumored to have a 6 to 7 inch display, and it is said to be powered by an Apple A18 chip to support Apple Intelligence. The device is said to be attached to a speaker base or be wall-mounted, offering users control over smart home accessories, FaceTime.
What's the HomePod?
And lastly, we have the
HomePod
HomePod Mini 2. As you may know, Apple released the HomePod Mini nearly 5 years ago.
What's
so
a HomePod?
you may be wondering, when is a new version set to come out? In January, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reported that Apple plans to release a new HomePod Mini towards the end of this year. So if on schedule, the HomePod Mini 2 could arrive in October or November. This updated model is expected to feature a new Apple-designed Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip, supporting Wi-Fi 6E, which
I've
would
never heard of a
offer much
HomePod.
faster speeds and lower latency compared to the current HomePod Mini's Wi-Fi 4. Yes, 4, also known as 802.11n.
What is it, like a Bluetooth speaker
Wi-Fi
thing?
technology from 2009. But while no other further details have surfaced,
A Siri
improvements in
pod? I
sound
don't
quality
know.
and the newer
What is
processor
it?
are
What does it
also
do?
very likely. The current
I
model
gotta look
still
it up.
runs
Don't
on
you
the
tell me down in the
Series
comments below.
5's
I'm looking it up.
S5 chip from 2019.
It's embarrassing.
And the new
Apple
version
fan
also
here
includes
doesn't know what a
Apple's
HomePod
second
is.
generation ultra-wideband chip, which was introduced with the iPhone 15. So these are the products that we're expecting Apple to launch in the foreseeable future. But if you're more interested in the iPhone 17 or the new Apple Watch is coming out in September, then we've actually made an entire video just about that. But let me know in the comments, which product
MacBooks,
are you
iMac,
excited
and
for the most?
iPads.
And if you have enjoyed this video, a like would be super appreciated, as it does help out the algorithm. And you subscribe if you want to see more Apple news and updates like this one. Check out our app
That's a
wallpapers
cool
for some awesome
wallpaper.
designs like the one behind me.
Sweet. Alright, cool. Damn, we got a lot of information there. That wasn't just for the iPad, that was for everything. That was for the Macs, MacBooks, everything. What's a HomePod? Dude, I gotta look that up. I don't know what it is. I'll look that up. Alright, you guys. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, definitely. Yeah. Comment down below, subscribe if you're not new, turn your post notification bell on to be notified once I do upload next reaction. And yeah, you guys. Whew, can't wait for September. Can't wait for this update. And I'll probably upgrade my iPad because I need that extended display thing. Because with the iPad 10th gen and 11th gen, 10th gen, 11th gen, it just mirrors your screen on an extended screen. And you get borders on the side. I don't like that. But with the Airs and the Pros, you get extended screen, which gets rid of the borders. So you get full screen. It looks like an iMac, pretty much. So I want to do that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a new iPad. So to do that, 'cause it's a big deal for me. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in my next reaction video. Sorry I had to say that. I don't know why I told you guys, but it is what it is. Yeah. I guess I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. As I've said like 3 times. I'll see you guys then. Alright. See you guys. I'm gonna stop talking now.